Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel. For any of you who are new to this channel, and I'm recognizing that, I just want to make sure I'm always acknowledging you. Thank you for stopping by. Perhaps you were just guided to this channel. I love that. I don't believe in any coincidences, so I welcome you here. My name is Elizabeth. I am a divine channeler, so I am able to connect with your angelics and with your guides. I'm also a medium, so I can connect with the other side. And I'm also a very unique remote spirit extractor specialist, so I'm able to remove dark entities, attachments, possessions, you name it, anything and everything that's wrecking one's life, interfering with your path. I'm able to do very unique remote work, and I'm really getting so many positive feedbacks about this type of work that it's been really assisting people. So that's awesome to hear. I love to be able to help give someone's life back. It's so important because you're needed here. We are all needed here. Those of you who are on a spiritual journey, that's so important, and you are all important. Things are really picking up and they're going in a very positive direction. I want to talk about today because I want to talk about the current energies. But for those of you who are new to this channel, you can take a look at my website, theparanormalpriestess.com. I leave all my contact information in the description, by the way, just in case you want to just go on there and make it easier. I'm on Facebook as well. I'm also on Twitter. But if you go to theparanormalpriestess.com, you can go to my services page. You can check out the services on there and the descriptions and the prices. If you are inquiring about a service, I just ask that you please contact me through my contact page because I do check in with my spiritual team to see if we are a vibrational match, because everything I do is guided, and if we are, I'll let you know. If not, I'll also let you know. But I just want to be able to check in, so you can definitely contact me on my contact page, and I will be with you. Just give me some days sometimes to get back because I have so much going on, very busy schedule, and I try my best to get back to everyone as soon as I can. But sometimes it's hard. There's only so much time, and timelines, of course, are collapsing and collapsing and collapsing. And I'm on my journey as well. So, there's also things that I know that I'm going to need for my own balance. So, theparanormalpriestess.com. And I want to definitely talk about, like I said, the energies that are going on currently. Now, I did my channeled messages for October, and if you are new, I do angel channeled messages every single month at the beginning of the month, but sometimes I do it more than that. But I asked my team what was going to be in the highest good to talk about, and they just wanted to talk about some of these things that I'm going to be saying. First of all, just to kind of reiterate what I said with the October messages, we're going through a Venus retrograde. And so if you are feeling really, really intense things coming up as far as self-love, self-worth, recognizing your own beauty and what that truly means, that's inside and out, really being able to accept yourself, and perhaps you are recognizing things about the relationships that you've had in the past, some wounds that are still not healed, some repressed emotions there, or perhaps some of the relationships that you currently have, you're having more clarity about that. Perhaps some are not serving you any longer. This is truly what October is bringing up, and it's bringing it up in a really, really intense way. So you're not alone if some of these things are really coming up for you. Of course, if you are a twin flame, but my work is open to everyone, but if you are a twin flame, we go through so much healing. So much healing, so much transformation, so many obstacles. We do this because we are advanced souls. And so, stepping into our self-mastery is really key to having everything come together. So it's not about rushing the process or forcing it with our beloved counterparts. Some of us have been awakened to this journey for several years now. But even still, I know it's been exhausting, but we still can't force it, because even though we have been awakened to it, and I would say most of it has been about the divine feminine being awakened first. It's not always, but I have been finding that a lot of the feminines really are the ones to awaken first. And this is not anything against the divine masculine anyway. This is just what I've come to realize through all the readings that I do. But even being awakened for a while, it's really about having patience with your beloved as much as possible and respect for their process, really honoring their process. So although you have gone through this for some time and have realized it and got to learn about it and all of that, it's kind of like when is my counterpart going to get this? When are they going to make those changes? Why is it taking so long? I can't put my life on hold. These are all the things that I get in my readings, which I want to touch on. I don't want to wait. I'm getting older. I want to be able to have children. I don't want to, wait any longer. I don't want to put up with this any longer. I don't want to take any crap. I don't want to be treated badly. And so, the main messages that I know that my angelics wanted to bring up is that to not give up on your beloved, to truly be within the belief and support and respect of their process, because they are being addressed now. They are. I know I've said this in other videos, and so, my team says, well, the truth is still stable, so meaning the truth is not changing. This is still true. They are being addressed, and everything happens within a process. Okay, so it's not all in one shot, and neither is reunion. Even, I haven't met my twin in the physical yet, but I've had the direct higher self communication and the telepathic conversations as well. But, even though those of you who have met your twin in the physical or have dated your twin and had involvement there, a lot of times it's even more painful that way. It doesn't make it easier because you guys are in the physical. So, I understand that, and I hear so much from my clients, but the truth of the matter is we've been through so much. We've been through so many upgrades, and we've gone through so much healing work, and we've really stuck with it, and I think that that's something to really pat yourself on the back with, and really understand that it has not been for nothing, and embrace that. So right now we're at a very strange crossroads, once again. We're at this crossroads, and we are really seeing the movement here that things are going to be grounding within the physical. And the divine team of mine really wants people to really stay present with their lives. These are the messages. Really stay present. Really ground yourself. Really balance yourself. Stay with what you are here to do. Concentrate on yourself with your mission. Detach from your beloved, and because the beloved who is going through the processes as far as transformation, and they haven't really come around, they haven't stepped forward yet fully into union with you, they are going through what they keep giving me is the Tower card. So if any of you are familiar with the tarot, the Tower card is like everything just kind of falling down, and a very accelerated transformation, and a lot of times it could be a dark night of the soul. So one of the questions that I always get is that, well, can my beloved come off the path, and could they completely ignore everything and not choose to be with me? Now, if you go to a regular psychic, a regular psychic who is not a twin flame, we'll say, they tend to hold on to the opinion that, it's all about choice, and if this person does not choose you, then it's not meant to be, and so then, you are meant to choose someone else, and so are they, and just kind of leave it like that and accept it as that. But that is not the truth with twin flames, with a divine partnership. It does not work that way. It does not. The choice that we have made, that the divine beings wanted me to remind you of again, the choice has been made before incarnation, okay? We have chosen to come here to get a certain thing done. We came here to bring the divine unconditional love, to bring the Christ consciousness, to create a new template, bring a new template of love, a new way, a higher love. We're here to also bring a mission. Okay, and for many, you have joint missions. And so these missions are extremely crucial to benefit the earth right now. The templating, again, extremely crucial to bring to earth right now. And so I get this often from, my clients of, well, will we end up being in physical union, or is it not really supposed to happen that way? And maybe it's only for my own awareness and growth, and that's about it, but it's not meant to go further than that. And I have to say, every time I've channeled that, just to, be able to give the exact words from the angelics, it's always the same answer. It's that, yes, this is meant to go into that final stage of physical manifested union. It's meant to move forward into that. That's where this is going. And those of you who perhaps do not have a physical union, I believe that you know who you are. Perhaps your beloved has already, already in the spirit world. And you realize that, and you've been working with them from there, but yet you have a partner here who's going to be a soulmate, who is going to be able to carry through as a catalyst that twin flame vibration and be able to also bring a very, very powerful love and service to humanity. So there are some couples who do have that. There's the case of if your twin passes away and they're in the other world. And that, again, all of these types of things too, majority of that, it's a pre-planned type of thing, okay? But when it comes to twin flames, we are here to do the physical work. We really are. So if you are awakened to this, you are meant to see it through, and you're meant to see it through to that physicality, okay? So the divine beings really want to keep everyone in their faith and trust, to believe in your counterpart. Even if things have not ended well, there's been words, your twin blocked you on all applications, whatever the case may be, anytime there's blocking that's going on, and I did a video specific to this, if you want to take a look on the channel, anytime there's blocking, it always has to do with something that you are triggering within them, because you both share the same energy and you mirror each other. So there's always that healing that has to be done at that point. If your twin is shutting you out, blocking you out, doesn't want to know about anything, then you're triggering something out of them, something that they haven't healed, perhaps insecurities, perhaps abandonment. Abandonment comes up a lot. So you might want to check into that for your beloved's end, and also parallel, take a look at if abandonment also plays a role in your life at some point, because as twins, we have a lot of parallel experiences. Okay, so if there's been self-worth issues, insecurity issues, abandonment issues, addictions, anything like that, you know what? It really pays to look into that and to be able to affirm that you're clearing this in the here and now in the name of Mother Goddess, Father God, and Jesus Christ. So, and I definitely urge you to be proactive with that. Archangel Michael is always there to clear. Archangel Raphael and Shamuel can assist with heart-related, emotion-related relationships, things like that, those types of subjects. So, that is why, the blocking takes place pretty much in a nutshell. But we are meant to do this, and believing in your beloved is so important in claiming your union. I've talked about in another video about claiming your union, and it all goes back to that we are entering that 0 point where everything is instantly happening. And they want to talk about the event, okay? Because I asked them, is there anything else that you really want to bring up? And they said, yes, we want to talk about the event. And there's been information out there about the event. Honestly, the way it's been explained to me, and they didn't want to tell me if there was going to be any kind of real detail here. So, because there's some things that we're just not meant to know. But the main thing about this is that it's an unfolding. And they told me that October, especially October 11th, this is a pivotal month, but October 11th is a date that they gave me as far as us really, really opening up to the higher frequencies and, entering more of that 5D template. But again, it's all within processes. But we are receiving so many downloads now. And our higher minds are connecting with the divine mind, the divine intelligence. We are also connecting with our universal friends, okay? Those are the stars. We're also connecting a lot closer with our loved ones and spirits, our angels, our guides. All of this is a lot more perceivable now, and we're entering that unity. And for those of you who have your beloveds and they haven't stepped forward yet, please know that because of these really huge surges, and remember, we have all these storms going on too, right? These surges of energy that are coming through, your beloved, you have to understand and accept, even if you don't have physical proof yet, that they are absolutely being addressed. This is a mass awakening, guys, a mass awakening. So it is happening. And so staying in the now. Again, to say affirmations is really important to help stay in the now, staying present, not getting anxious or worried about the future. right? We've had Eckhart Tolle who's talked about that, who's written about it. We have Louise Hay that talks about it. It may just be worth it to kind of revisit those sources to remind yourself that the now is all we have. That's it. That's all we have. That's all there is. And we're entering, the 0 point. Okay, we're going to be instant manifestors, instant. So pay really good attention to what you're thinking, okay, your thoughts, because they're going to create reality like this. So that can have a detrimental effect, and that can have a really awesome effect. So for those of you who are twin flames in particular, what I do recommend is that you claim your union now. I've talked about this in another video. Definitely pays to remind people, especially now, as we're going through these really huge event energies. We'll call them event energies. And they gave me a specific date of October 11th. Now, the 11th of October has a specific meaning to me because that was the actual date where I started having these higher self connections and dreams with my direct twin flame. And then I received confirmation of that the next day. But October 11th, wow. I was living in Florida at the time, Sarasota, Florida, and had these dreams, and I was like, what in the heck is this? And so I really had to ask, I asked actually Archangel Chamuel to confirm this for me, to let me know. And lo and behold, I was most definitely connected with this person. So it was really amazing, such a profound moment, and it happened to be October 11th. Wow. So October is a really huge month to bring in surges of this energy, and we're most likely going to see a lot of that happening, as we go from, this October, then the next October. October is a really big pivotal month. Plenty of you have been getting ascension symptoms. I know I have. Again, the downloads that has been happening. So we are absolutely experiencing so much of our light body activations, our light body upgrades, the DNA upgrades, our DNA, and just really everything. Woo, all coming together, all culminating. So I want to remind people, in case they're falling in that disbelief or the frustration or impatience here with whatever your situation may be, to not try your best not to get frustrated, even though it's been a long period of time, because these energies are absolutely doing their thing. And for anyone who's been trying to hold on to ego, anyone who's been trying to deny the signs and synchronicities, those who've been trying to force relationships, marriages, karmic partnerships, because of X, Y, and Z, because for the kids, or because we have some kind of legal binding, or because I just feel like this person has control and, I'd rather them have control, or because there's fear, or because, whatever the case may be, if this person's just keeping you, guilting you into staying, whatever it is. But the relationships that are not meant to go any further within the higher vibration, higher frequencies, these relationships are ending. They have been ending for people, okay, and I definitely have proof of that from my clients, that's no lie. Divorces have been happening. Now, nobody likes to go through divorce or anything like that, and it's not easy, but the thing is that it's meant. So if karma has been paid, and karma is something that is absolutely not going to be happening on the planet any longer, then it's time to move on, and this benefits both partners, and it does benefit any children who are involved too. And I get a lot of those questions of, what about my kids? How are they going to be affected by, say, my twin flame reunion, going through the divorce? How are they going to get acclimated and adjust and all of that? And what I always channel is that they're going to adjust quite well, actually. And there always seems to be some sort of soul connection between everyone involved. So the children of your twin flame are actually connected to you as well. And they recognize that you two are a pairing. So it's a matter of adjustment, yes, and there's, of course, legalities and finances and things involved. So, it's not always that it's going to be a 1, 2, 3 very easy change. But yet those physical changes, and I do stress physical, those physical changes are happening because these energies are absolutely surging, rising, changing us, bringing us into our higher frequencies. Having that divine intelligence, really we're connecting with that. We're awakening to who we really are, okay? And this planet, we're here to walk it back to love. We're awakening to who we are. And so with that, there's no way we can go back to the old way of being. And please understand that holds true for your beloved. So even though maybe you have been holding the space for your beloved for some time now, perhaps you're a divine feminine, please know that it's not going to take a zillion years. Here's another thing that I get in my readings that I've channeled the answers for. Is it going to take a lot of years, just like I had to go through a lot of years? Is it going to take my beloved a lot of years? Am I going to have to wait like 5-10 years and get older and miss out on life while they're figuring it out? The answer that I've channeled about this is no, no, and no. Why is that? It's because the energies are so different. So, for instance, when I really started finding out about twin flames, I had an indirect twin flame, which some would state is a false twin flame, but it's really indirect twin. But an indirect twin in spirit actually really helped me to wake up to the twin flame journey and realize things about my own life, realize things about my own karmic marriage, and that was the beginning of the end of my marriage, and that was really the awakening for me and going through what I did. But the thing is that the energies in, say, 2008, 2012, they were not what they are now. You got to think about how many portals we've been through, all the full moons, the new moons, the retrogrades, the eclipses. How many eclipses did we have? These types of things. We are absolutely at a different frequency and vibration, so everything's a lot faster. We've collapsed so many timelines. So what I'm trying to say is that those who are, your one that you're waiting for, your counterpart, they're going to be taken through this now. They're going to be taken through. Okay, it's going to be a lot faster. So it's not about comparisons about, well, I had to go through all this and now this is faster for my counterpart. It's not about that. Not about that at all. It's about what you are both bringing and the love between you. So no comparisons there. But the energies are much different. For some who are just awakening to the twin flame journey, this is going to be accelerated. Doesn't always mean it's easier. That's something to recognize there. It doesn't mean it's easier because it's faster. In fact, if it's faster, sometimes it's a lot harsher and more intense. So it's not like, oh, my beloved, he or she is getting away with it while I had to go through all my suffering and all this stuff all these years. No. No judgment, no comparisons. The thing to know is that it's all about the love. It's all about trusting the process. It's all about realizing that this is happening in the now. It is. And to claim your union in the now. Okay? So the divine beings really want you to know that. So even if an affirmation like, I trust the process of my twins awakening, all is happening now, all is perfect now. Something like that might serve you really well if you're getting frustrated or if you're getting impatient about the timing and the circumstance. Everything is being orchestrated. And so there is no need to worry here. So I'm just going to check my notes, what else we have. So, if you have not been connected with your beloved and it's been sporadic or hasn't been for a little while, I find that a lot of times this happens when we're going through, as they say, the harmonization and balance. And so the harmonization and balance will happen with one then the other, but it's like the connection is not... I don't know how to really explain this. I don't want to say shut off the connection because it's not like it's exactly shut off because you're always connected to your beloved, but that the intensity of the connection, of the communication, we'll say, of the communication is not really there because it's kind of has to be like that so that way we can individualize both partners, harmonizing and balancing the energies, bringing in those new energies so that everything is integrated. And for your beloved, bringing it in so everything's integrated, synchronized, balanced, and harmonized. And then once we, enter more of a state of harmonization there, that's when the twins, they're able to then bring back that intense communication. So no worries if you have not heard from your beloved or anything like that. You will be shortly. You will be shortly. And don't hold on to how that's going to happen or when. That's like the big reminder again, staying present, staying in the now, staying detached from your beloved who's going through their huge transition. This is important. Gotta mention this again. Now, detachment doesn't mean that you absolutely don't care, don't want the journey anymore. It's not like that, of course. Detachment is just not holding tightly to their energy of how this is going to happen, when is this going to happen, and constantly focusing on them 24/7. Not helping them. What they actually need to do is focus on themselves. They have to focus on what it is that they want in their lives. So many of them are realizing it now. They're realizing it, but it's now time to act on it. So you have to just let them do that as you're focusing mainly on you while still embracing them, embracing the connection, of course, but having that focus be on you to stand in your empowerment. Any types of last things to work on for your own healing. If there's still some self-love and insecurities left, if you still haven't really taken the steps to start your mission, if you have not cultivated happiness, and joy in your life, if you have not really been a great manifester of abundance in all areas of your life, you've not really been empowered to do that. It's not about codependency. It's about focusing on you and what you're here to do and enjoying your life in the present, enjoying your empowerment, recognizing your beauty and embracing that, recognizing why you're here, all those things, but standing in your power. And the analogy I usually give is we have the chessboard and we have the queen and we have the king. You want to be able to be in your empowerment so that way you're able to rule the chessboard, stay, you want to be able to be that strong couple of sovereignty couple. Okay, or as Michael always says, we are reinstating. So please know that you are being reinstated. You're going to be your powerful self. Your twin, they are going through the necessary changes inside and specifically outside too. And it's time. Time's up. It's time's up. It's like, the hashtag time's up. It's time's up for twins too, for your beloved. So it's not that the divine can force anything and infringe on free will. It's just that since the planetary lifting and ascension and the event is happening, it's unfolding, these energies, because of the divine is doing this on behalf of the entire collective and the entire planet, your beloved's being impacted by that, of course, right? So they're being brought back to who they truly are and all their connections, their connection with their own I am presence and the connection with the divine and unity. So if they're being brought back to that, then honestly, they're going to recognize you. They're going to embrace you. They're going to remember why they are here and they're going to remember you because they remember who they are and why they're here. So that's how that works. So no need to worry. Really just step into, your empowerment, your self-love, and your self-worth, and detach from any type of drama, detach from anything that is not serving your highest good and bringing you peace and ease. Let go of anything and everything that's not serving you. That's really the best way to proceed with this. Let me see if there's anything. I don't want to keep this too long. I think I pretty much covered the main things here. We're going from 3D to 5D, templating, higher minding in accordance with divine mind. That's what we're doing. Becoming more crystalline. Our DNA is being upgraded as more crystalline. Shattering of the old templates. Yeah. Synchronicities have been through the roof. The double numbers have been through the roof because, especially October, it's because of that gateway in consciousness. So if you're seeing all of these number synchronicities, you're definitely not alone. They have just been everywhere. Everything is moving in the right direction. So the event is doing its thing. We are within the event. So it's not a fearful thing. It's one that is within steps. Okay, so that's what really I'm getting right now for the current energies from my team. Trust in everything because it is absolutely all happening. If you can't see it right now and you're not sure and the situation seems to be from the 3D standpoint dismal to you or somehow it's not going to happen, understand that there's a lot of things that are happening behind closed doors. There's a lot of frustrations and tension and distance that are happening with karmic marriages and partnerships, which are now coming apart. They've been, but we still have others, right? So it is happening, and for many of you, you do have the sense of what's happening in your partner's space, and perhaps you do have some proof already that marriages are not working out, and perhaps your beloved has already mentioned to you that they're thinking about getting a divorce, but it just hasn't concrete happened yet. But it's on its way to, and that's the thing to embrace, and to not hang on to it so tightly, but just trust that the right things are happening and they're getting the divine assistance. And just stay with yourself. This is a very exciting time. So certainly going into 2019, this is going to be so exciting. And for so many of my clients have said to me, wow, I've changed in humongous ways since I've spoken to you, Elizabeth, things have dramatically changed. I am not the same person I used to be. I hear that all the time. And that's because it's not that there's nothing happening. There is definitely something happening. Things are changing. And so it's also true for your beloved. Know that. So stay with it. Stay the course. This is just something that I thought would really support people to really do this energetic update. I did do a video that might be a great time to look back at it. If you haven't seen it, if you're new, it might be one you want to check out. It's surrendering to divine timing and to divine will. To kind of really remind you about trusting the process, trusting the orchestration, all of that. It's so important to believe. It's so important to really know what it is that you want in your life, how you want to live your life. It's really important to be a manifester, co-create and co-manifest, and create the reality, and know that you're not a limited being in any way. You're not limited. If you are nervous about finances, if you're afraid that there's not going to be enough money to move, many of you are going to be moving, or sell your home, or if you feel like you're not going to have enough money from doing your mission, all these things. Whoa, no, you definitely will be supported. If it's on your path and you have been receiving the guidance, then please know that you're going to receive all of the abundance and tools, resources, all those things. So just trust in that and stay out of the lack and stay in the receiving mode, because you deserve it. You deserve to receive. Everything is happening in the ways that it should. So I hope this really helped all of you out. Let me know. Love to hear some of your experiences, or if you've received the very same thing. I know the intensity has been, crazy, but it's all for the good, because we're going through these changes rapidly now. It is just whipping up. So stay within that. I know it kind of is like people use that analogy of being in a dryer and just being like thrown all around the dryer. But honestly, we'll have a time where these things calm down. But for now, kind of weather the storm here, because it's going to get good. So from the heart of the darkness is born the light. I'm wishing you guys so much faith, belief, and trust. And just know that I'm always here with you, and in spirit, or I'm here for someone who can assist you if you'd like to, connect with me, and hopefully we can work together. TheParanormalPriestess.com. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching, and I will see you next week. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.